This is the journey to one Africa. So I would love to hear from you. Any message that you'd like to address to the youth of Africa that are here in the continent right now. Anything that is in your mind.
Okay. My name is Dr. Kofo, Obasanjo-Blackshire. I'm the author of Pillars of Statecraft, Nation Building in the Changing World, which is a book very much about how do you build a strong nation state, and focuses very much on the essence of what a nation state is, which is the people. So to your question, Mika, about what the youth can do, I really, truly, passionately believe that the youth are the future. And I don't just mean that because those are words that we hear all the time. So we are here to launch this Pan-African Institute. And for me personally, Pan-Africanism means that we as the African people must unite. They say charity begins at home. Cooperation and partnership also begin at home. It needs to begin with us in Africa, uniting under the umbrella of the African Union. I think is a great vehicle for that. And with one voice, in concert, we can take our place on the world stage. You and I were talking earlier about the acceptance of the African Union into the G20 this year. A long overdue, very progressive move forward and development. And the way the youth can play a part is within the Pan-African Institute, which I do envision and see as a vehicle for truly driving Pan-Africanism, that unity and collaboration within the continent. The youth are absolutely instrumental. Without the youth, the PAI, short for the Pan-African Institute, could easily become a talking shop. All we do is talk, and all that talk doesn't get converted into action. We need the energy, the passion, the innovation, the creativity of the youth of Africa. There's plenty there, plenty. This is the most youthful continent in the world. The median age in Africa is less than 20. So there's a lot of energy here. We need that energy within the Pan-African Institute and within Africa to galvanize, mobilize, and drive us towards a future where we have a population that is empowered, that is equipped, that is educated, that is healthy, and that will take the world by storm. I see the African youth being unleashed onto the world to really transform not just Africa, but the world. So that's my message. I hope you like it, and I really want to speak directly to the youth. Say, please go out there, be the change you want to see. Change starts with me, it starts with Mika, it starts with you. Go out there, be the change you want to see, and let's take this world by storm.
Come on now. Final question. Final question. So, a lot of, especially people here in the continent, we have this, victimizing mentality, right? To victimize ourselves based on what happened in the past, but also even right now, not really willing to do anything because we keep blaming the government and what is not working. But I believe that we have a part to play, like for us to take initiative and to kind of like to forget for a second that if the government is not working for me, what am I gonna do for my people and for my community? What would you say about that as well?
I'd say you're completely right. I think the government has a big role to play. Leadership has a role to play. And we've been let down in Africa by deficient leadership for too long. And we are still being let down. But I'm a glass half full person. I try to come from a positive angle. If someone is not going to do something for me, what can I do for myself? Yeah. So to your point, what can we do? What can you do? Again, back to my point, be the change you want to see. Whether it's the grassroots level, whether it's helping somebody out, your neighbor, do what you can in your space. And my belief, I put it in my book, is what I describe as, there's that story of the boy who is walking along, I think a lot of people know it, walking along the seashore, and there's many stranded starfish, and he starts to pick them up one by one and throws them back into the sea. And the passerby says, you're wasting your time. There's thousands and thousands of these things that are stranded. And the boy says, well, even if it doesn't make a difference to all of them, it makes a difference to this one. He picks that starfish up and he throws it into the sea. The point is, the change that you can make in your space to one person matters. People matter. Each person matters. So if you say, look, I'm helpless, I can't do anything, and we all capitulate, nothing will change. But where you are, help your neighbor, help that child, help that person next to you. Do what you can, whether it's listening. It doesn't have to be something that costs money. Whether it's giving what you can within your means, you can help. Whatever you can do. If it's teaching a child how to read, whatever it is, you are playing your part. It starts with me, it starts with you, it starts with all of us. And that's the change we can make. And can you imagine and picture that being amplified? So I do something for that person, they do something for the next person, and so on and so forth. You do that is an amplification effect. And that would just be transformative. So as individuals, let's not capitulate and say we can't do anything, we give up. Let's do what we can in our space, and that gets passed forward, and on it goes, and change will happen that way organically too. It can happen.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.